Screaming Firehawks, welcome back to the channel, The Expanse, Season 2, Episode 2, and we are coming off of a banger of an episode. I used it twice, that's right. Literally a banger, and not literally a banger, because that shit was really intense. The start just really set a tone of just, really feels like a war's coming.
Yeah.
Feels like there's a lot of really tense people. We met someone named Gunny. She is a total badass. She is like a super well-trained, really talented, strong fighter.
Martian.
Part of the Martian military. And she has these dreams, like a lot of Martians, of like just green and water on Mars and just changing what Mars is. And there was a little conversation at the end of that episode where it really felt like she wants to fight. It feels like she was born for this. She was set up for this. She has a dream. She wants it fulfilled. And she'll do whatever it takes to fucking get it.
Totes.
And that's scary.
Yes.
It feels like she's going to be, like, in a good, fun, entertaining way, like a real problem. Like, she could be somebody I almost feel like ruins the plans of potential peace, if you know what I mean. Like, I don't know if she gets put in a position of power or control or higher rank in the military, but yeah, she has this mission, she has these goals, she has these dreams, and while you could tell, what I think is her general, I think it was a general, seems like her and a lot of the other like heads of these nations want peace. They don't want a war. We heard earlier how powerful the Earth's military is, and they don't necessarily want to get into a war with them.
Right.
That sounds scary. And being in that room where they're making decisions, because Martian fleet shot a couple rockets and they ended up blowing up Phoebe Station.
Yeah, I meant to write that down.
They weren't meant for the Earth ship, and they had to make a decision in the moment, not having all the information, whether or not they fire back and get aggressive. They stood down because Christian was able to kind of talk some sense into people, it seems like. But damn. I don't know if she put herself in a bad spot because now she's in this position where she needs to play a game. She even used the word theater. She needs to play a little theater to like get some stuff accomplished.
Yep.
Aaron Wright is going to probably find out at some point. I would imagine he's going to figure this out. And it makes me very nervous. This whole situation is kind of sketchy, and she hired somebody that she had a relationship with and to watch her back. So we'll see where that goes.
Katyer.
So I mean, she knows. Like she's a couple steps ahead, it feels like, and she just needs to continue to be ahead and not let anything slip up, and she'll be safe. We've got our crew with Miller, Holden, and everybody just hanging out, having family dinners while everyone is like freaking out and trying to like prevent war. I'm really interested to see where they go.
Yeah, they don't really know what's going on outside of their ship.
Yeah, it's going to be really fascinating to see what their next steps are. And again, they're just in this constant position of like, wait, how did you do that? How did you survive that? You were where and you saw what and you got out? Like, there's so many, like, they seem like a crew of just total red flags. Just like, wait, are you responsible for this stuff? Because like, as an outsider with no information about their situation, you would think they were responsible for everything.
Right.
They survived these two massive explosions and then somehow got off of Arrow Station while all that shit's going on. Like, what? So their whole situation is just crazy. They literally
should have died.
Many times.
Well, even Miller was like, yeah, you should have listened to Simi. You should have, just left without us.
Yeah, totally. Like, how many times is Holden supposed to have died? Like, he survived multiple explosions and an insane amount of radiation got friggin' sprayed into his body. He survived that. Just, this dude has like 9 lives. Like, it's pretty crazy. Like,
him and Miller, man.
Seriously. It's just so wild. And I would probably question the shit out of them. Be like, wait, you've been through... And like, plus, Holden's face is all over the place with this whole for the can't movement. Mm-hmm. So it's like...
the can't.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just so crazy that like their situation from like an unknown perspective would just be like, yeah, you guys are totally responsible for a lot of shit. But like obviously us watching here, we know what their situation's like. It's pretty cool. But we still have a lot of answers that kind of need to be presented. What is Dawes up to? What is Fred Johnson going to do? Like, he's being put out, like, as the centerpiece of the person to attack for this whole situation.
Right, like, he's responsible for everything.
Like, Christian had to put out this whole thing blaming him where she knows, she said it in the last episode, like, his hands are clean, like, it's not him.
Right.
But she had to play the game, which, it's gotta fucking be tough. Like, that's gotta be so hard, knowing one thing and then completely lying about it.
Yes.
So, that whole thing's going on. Julie's dad, that moment was just like, holy shit.
Like, he's, like, proud about, like, losing her.
She was worth the sacrifice.
Yes.
It's like, holy
like,
shit.
Are you insane?
I want to know what ultimately is their plan. Like, I don't think that we've completely revealed what their plan is with this weapon that they're creating. Do they want to eliminate everyone else but them?
Probably.
Like, is that what the end game is here? Because that just sounds so insane.
I mean, it makes sense that they want it to be only Earth.
Yeah. I mean, it's wild. That thing, that weapon that we saw at the end of season 1 was just a giant, crazy-looking monster thing. It's just going to be really insane.
Proton molecule, basically an extraterrestrial.
Yeah.
An ET out there.
They actually reference it as the first one. Mm-hmm. So that's pretty interesting stuff. So yeah, there's a whole lot of shit going on. This show is a banger. I keep using that word. It's kind of an accident, but it's also kind of not.
Naomi Holden.
Just going to say. But yeah, this shit is like cranked up to 1,000. The intensity's there. The interest is there. The story is really cool. Really excited to see where this goes. Do you have any other thoughts before we jump into it?
Nope.
Let's go.
Well, what was on Phoebe that Mars didn't want us to find?
We'll never know now, will we?
Thank heaven Captain Evgeny has a cool head, or we'd be already glassing each other's cities.
Mars destroyed an abandoned and expendable base. A warning for us to stop shadowing their vessels.
BB Station was a joint facility run by an Earth Corps. The only intel saying it was abandoned came from Mars, and now 2/3 of their fleet is heading for Earth. You think that's just a training exercise?
Let's speak in a language that Mars understands. Their helium and titanium supply lines, which we help defend, are vital to their terraforming efforts. If we threaten to shut them down...
Trade embargo! No, what we need to do is order the Nathan Hale to take out the Sirocco
And
now.
if we go this way, we're going to be watching each other's ships fall from the sky.
Sir, if I may, the deep radar station on Deimos. It's mostly automated, minimal personnel, casualties will be light.
You want us to attack a Martian moon? It's a declaration of war.
No, it's a warning. It's a goddamn serious one, but that's the point. It shows that we're willing to strike at the heart of their territory. A base for a base, I don't know how we can get much more proportional than that.
I need a resolution.
I will not support this escalation.
Are you saying you won't carry out a lawfully given order?
Uh-oh.
I step down as fleet commander.
Wow.
Dang. So Christian offers up this base to continue to play the game.
Right, because it's empty.
And something really interesting I kind of just noticed. So the Martians think there's something on Phoebe Station that Earth didn't want them to find. And Earth thinks that there's something on Phoebe Station that that they don't want. Like, there's this really terrible game that's being played right now of just no information. Mm-hmm. They each think that there's something there that the other doesn't want them to find.
Right.
Which is like the biggest holy shit in order to start a war.
Right.
Like, someone's done... Well, Aaron Reich and company have done a really great job to set this up and to really kind of put the pieces together for everyone to want to fight each other.
Right.
And they mentioned invasion. Could
Yes.
Mars be invading Earth? That could be their green lands and oceans and blue skies.
Right.
Why the rock I sent you to exploded into a nuclear fireball. Or what happened to the OPA operative I tasked you to find. Or where the hell you've been since then without one goddamn word of communication back to me.
We were on Eros. We barely got out alive. And the only reason we're here now is to see if you want to do something about it.
We're wasting our time here. Let's get out of here. This guy's no soldier. He's too busy counting bolts.
Who the hell is this asshole?
I'm the asshole who found your operative. In case you're interested, she died.
Alone. What happened on that station?
It wasn't a biohazard emergency. Someone was testing a weapon.
It was something new, a life form, possibly extrasolar in origin.
An alien life form?
Whoever unleashed it on Eros dosed everyone with radiation and spread it faster.
Eros is an experiment on belters. They're being studied like bugs under a microscope.
They're beaming the data here. It's an abandoned communications relay.
If we want answers, we have to take that station.
Julie died for the belt. She believed everything you guys say you're fighting for. Don't waste it.
Yeah. Fuck.
I'm scared shitless. Feeling guilty as hell.
Please, God, stop trying to take credit for every damn thing that's wrong in the universe.
I'm talking about all of you being caught up in this.
Alex wants to do something. Amos doesn't do anything he doesn't want to. And if you think I'm going along just because of you...
You never wanted to be on the same team as Fred Johnson or be tangled up with the OPA again.
I ran with some bad people once. I got involved in some things, and innocent people died. But this time it's different. After Eros,
Are you scared?
I'm angry.
She looks pissed.
You think the others have a sense of what's going on with us? I mean, Amos in particular? Well, I asked if you were a couple once. He said he'd be okay throwing me into space without my helmet, but that you wouldn't like it.
Sounds like Amos, 16mm. It's like a brother. We look out for each other.
You sure he's clear on that?
I don't think he's clear on that. No, I don't think so at all.
Because I'm really liking us not threatening to kill each other anymore.
You threatened to kill him.
Just the one time.
They're really cute together.
I just love this cast. This group of characters is fantastic.
50 people with combat experience.
Go on, Koyo. Keep licking the otter's hand. Maybe he toss you a few more scrap from his table.
His OPA.
Wait, that was...
Mm-hmm.
You're just an other playing belter. We don't need you giving us orders, and we don't need you picking our targets. Maybe it's time. Real belter took what should be ours, like Anderson Dawes on series. Maybe now. Maybe now. Our time.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Damn, dude.
Zero hesitation.
Don't
Zero
fuck
hesitation.
with Fred Johnson.
The Neros wasn't a plague. It was a genocide on Belters, done by those who think we're weak.
His voice is everything.
We're going after those who killed Eros. Tell that to your factions. I need 50 good fighters. Send your best.
That fool just got spaced.
Toads. Wow. He's like, I'm sorry, were you fucking with me right now? Bye!
Seriously.
Well, at least we took care of the dude who packed a drone.
Listen, I hope you understand if I ask you to sit this one out.
Fred's trying to land 50 pissed off pelters, 7 different OPA factions on his station. Somebody's got to keep these idiots from shooting each other.
Oh, I ain't sitting this one out.
Get it, Miller. Get it.
Now, why don't you grow a pair and tell me what you really think?
Yeah, buddy.
The solar system is in tatters because of people like you and Aaron Wright. You, Madame Undersecretary, may be the worst person I have ever met.
Tell me how you really feel.
Yeah, bitch. Yeah.
Damn.
Now, why don't you grow a pair and tell me why you're here?
Tell me about Fred Johnson.
The Belters who seized control of Anderson Station were trying to negotiate for days. UNN Command was jamming their comms. But when the Belters finally gave up, Colonel Johnson wasn't told that they'd surrendered.
Oh.
If he knew, he would have never called that strike in.
Oh, God.
Why wasn't he told?
Because the powers that be wanted to send a message to the Belt. Defy us, we wipe you out. Message sent.
Fuck.
Switch sides.
He was a hero to Earth and despised everywhere else, all based on a lie. He never said a word, didn't even try to clear his name. Just walked away.
Wow.
So does that make him a hero or a traitor?
I don't know what it makes him.
Wow.
But I know that he's an honorable man who held on to his soul, and that is a tough thing to do in this line of work.
Yeah, so we had kind of talked about this before. Fred Johnson was just in a position and did what he was essentially told to do.
But not even given the information that they had surrendered. Never even given the option.
Something for me. I need to send a communique off everybody's radar. No traces back to me. I want to talk to Fred Johnson.
That is treason.
Yikes. That's a huge risk right there. Holy shit.
What's the go signal?
The assault. That will explode and turn into the door. Good hunting.
Get away from the aqua! The helix. What you doing here? Use a bet.
Yikes.
I thought I was done with all this, sending people to their deaths.
Before or after you spaced the black sky guy?
A
Everybody here is a volunteer.
That was the old trick. Get them to believe that it was their own idea. Marcinate, we are a go.
Dude, this shit is intense
I know, right? I'm like, I have no words. I always feel like they're gonna like bump into each other.
Oh, just that motion. Oh my god.
I would feel so sick.
What you doing here?
On arrows.
No shit. You see what they did there?
Isn't pretty.
We gotta burn them all down. I wanna make them pay. You look like you see your own ghost.
I just hate space.
Good thing you didn't put your helmet on first.
Glad to know that he isn't floating out in space anymore.
Right? I'm like, that's him. I'm like, don't throw up again.
Dude, how do they... The thing's just freaking tumbling in space. It's so crazy.
Heat her up!
Fucking Amos, dude.
All about it.
Heads up! We got a bogey on the far side of the ring!
Oh, shit.
They're going after the Molinari! Shit, I'm on it!
Oh, fuck. Dude! Alex!
Oh my god!
How are they not dead? Oh my god.
Holy shit, dude!
Oh crap, we're down a thruster!
I can patch that.
Amos, stay pump. One hard maneuver and you're done.
We don't get that thruster back and we're all done!
Dang, dude, this is insane!
Are we gonna lose Amos?
I see the problem. We'll need a few seconds to fix it.
There's a gun on the ring. Looks like an old anti-asteroid cannon.
Amos?
What the hell was that? That was us getting a rat kick. Yeah, eat that thruster! Alright, give me a few seconds!
Oh my. Oh my god.
Harper, down!
We do that and Amos is dead.
Dude, this is so intense.
Oh my god.
We lost the pod!
Oh fuck.
Done! Alex, move! About fucking time!
Just fucking chilling in there, man. Oh my god.
Surprise, assholes!
Wow.
Oh shit.
Nice work, Alex! Well done!
Where's Amos?
Look like nobody home, maybe.
Whoa, shit.
Hey, hold your fire!
Poor kid. Oh, he's okay.
There's a gel round.
Invincible me!
No. Don't say that, kid. Don't say that.
Holy shit, dude.
They're all using gel guns. They're even fitted up to repel boarders, like prison guards. Everybody stay sharp and watch the doors and corners. Doors and corners where they get you.
Doors and corners.
They just annihilated a bunch of people with gel guns?
Alex, which pod was Miller on? I'm on
So weird.
Alright, everybody on the floor! Show me some hands!
What is this?
The fuck?
Shit, man.
Hey.
Oh shit!
Oh my god!
Holy shit, dude. What the fuck?
off their bang.
Now's the time for all good men to come to the aid of their species.
He's the main guy, yeah. He was on Eros.
Yeah.
Pulling all the samples out of Julie.
Yeah.
Every scrap of data in this facility has been encrypted.
You infected a station full of belters.
Infected to save us all!
That's so fucking...
You're gonna have to be a hell of a lot more specific than that.
What does it mean?
What is a discovery, Phoebe? An organism that can repurpose other life forms and use them to evolve.
Into what?
That's what we're trying to find out. The protomolecule is proof that we're not alone in the universe and our ticket out of the limitations that bind us to these pathetic little bubbles of rock and air. If we master it, we can apply it to everything. We become our own gods.
Whoa, dude.
Imagine human beings able to live in hard vacuum without a suit or under the crushing atmosphere of a gas giant, or able to hibernate long enough to travel to the stars.
Fucking shit.
Willing to start a war.
Have you heard of Genghis Khan? He built one of the greatest empires in human history. Killed or displaced a quarter of the entire population on Earth during his conquests. Today, that's the equivalent of 10 billion people. Eros is hardly a rounding error by comparison. The protomolecule wasn't sent here by accident. Earth was its target. It was sent to hijack life on our planet for its own ends. All you can do now is waste the data and ensure that every man, woman, and child on that rock die for nothing. The data will erase itself if anyone other than me tries to decrypt it. Without this work, humanity will be left unarmed, ignorant, vulnerable to an enemy who has already fired the first shot. I don't care who controls the project, so long as I can get back to my work.
We're gonna need complete access to the data, as well as the names of everyone responsible for setting this in motion.
Done.
What the fuck? Shit, dude. What did you do?
No,
Oh my god, this show. Y'all laughed at me when I talked about aliens. Is that why? You thought that was silly. But y'all knew. Well, that just presents an entirely new series of questions.
I don't fully get it about like what they're.
They want to turn Earth into a master race of people that could do anything and live under any environment without any issues or restraints or helmets or assistance or anything.
But they tested it on arrows.
Right.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Like, he used the Genghis Khan reference as a reason of being like, hey, a shitload of people are going to die for the benefit of everyone else.
Got it.
But that's a horrible, horrible fucking thing. They're like essentially trying to play God.
Yeah.
And they're using the Belters as their little experiment project. Like Fred Johnson said, it's genocide. They're just murdering and killing all these people, testing this shit on them. To see, they don't even know what it does. They just know that it does something, and they need to find out exactly what. Fuck.
Thank you for, I mean...
If that's right.
Yeah, well, I mean, I feel like that is right. So, okay. I have to...
But again, what is the end game motive? Is it just so that Earth could have this ability and they could just branch out everywhere else and take over? I assume that's the end game motive here, is just to have Earth as the ultimate power of the entire friggin' solar system.
I'm writing all this down.
I think that's the end game. It's just when that dude, the scientist, says "save us all," he's talking about Earthers.
Is he though?
I think
is he
so.
talking about literally everyone?
I think he's talking about Earthers. I mean, he could be talking about everyone, but I get the vibe that it's about Earth.
Okay. Interesting.
Or it could be everybody.
Am I wrong to think that? I don't know.
No? Like, the dude, like, initially, like, I had a different thought about that guy, But hearing him talk there, like, it almost felt like we're going to kill 1 billion people to save everyone else. As like...
But then maybe that's why Miller shot him, was because it's like, it's only for Earth.
Maybe. But it's also for... They're experimenting on the Belters, and he's supporting the Belters. Like, he's a Belter. Like, that's his thing. Those are his people.
Right.
So he doesn't want his people being used and tested on. But it almost feels like I don't want to get killed for saying this, but it almost feels like a Thanos type of situation. Right. Where it's like, I'm going to snap away half of all living creatures so that you guys could thrive. And it almost feels like the same thing as like, we're going to create this, we're going to find it, we're going to farm it, we're going to test it, we're going to develop it, figure out exactly what it is. A lot of people are going to die, but ultimately the people who live, they'll thrive. That's ultimately what it feels like to me. It's crazy. Yeah. Like, I don't think they had it. Like, I had no... Like, this has gone so far out of expectations of what this show is about.
Yes.
That's like...
totally that.
So shocking.
That was dope, though. That was a really intense episode.
Hell yeah.
I don't really have much more to say than...
It's just really just...
that.
It's like one of those situations where you just need more episodes to just get the information.
Yep.
Because it's essentially like, what is Julie... So Julie Mao's dad obviously is the money behind this entire project.
What was that?
And obviously...
Pierre.
And obviously Ehrenreich is the kind of... The guy, the mastermind, the boss in terms of all of this. And he's the head scientist put in charge to make it all happen. And it's all being done stealth, off the books, under the radar. No one knows what the fuck's going on.
Right.
And they all just got that giant bombshell of information. And then Miller just shoots the dude in the head. And now...
I don't know what they're going to do from here.
Information's gone? They have someone else that could read the data?
Well, no, he said that, like, if anyone else tried to, you know, decrypt it, it's gone.
Maybe Miller just didn't want that information out at all, period. He didn't care.
That's true, too.
Dude.
Yeah.
That was an insane episode. It
was good.
I love this show. It's just, I really appreciate any kind of product, show, movie, and a piece of entertainment, regardless, that could completely just present things that you never could have thought about. Like, never in a million years would I have thought this is the direction that the show was going in after watching the first season.
No. Yeah.
Well, maybe like the first 8 episodes.
Right.
Before we actually encountered this weapon, thing, molecule, alien shit. Like, this is so crazy, and I am really enjoying it. I think it's super cool. I love this cast, by the way. Naomi is fucking dope.
I do love the cast, absolutely.
Like, I love Holden's, like, I love who he is as a person.
You just like his 6-pack abs.
I mean, of course. Amos is just like this crazy fucking cowboy who's just like, just does what he needs to do, listens to the people in charge, and just fucking does what he does.
Honestly, I think he might be my favorite.
I mean,
I like Christian.
Like, she's dope. Like, her character is super awesome. Just the way she talks shit to people is just so awesome. How she just puts them in their place and be like, look, we're going to talk. Shut the fuck up. Let's talk. Like, Miller is a dope character. Like, you really sympathize for this guy. But, like, man, this cast and crew, like, even Fred Johnson, like, learning more about him being presented to us in that flashback as the Butcher, and then finding out later he wasn't informed at all about what the fuck was going on, and he just did what he was, like, told to do.
And he just walked away.
Yeah, because, like, when we talked about it...
Didn't try to defend himself. Nothing.
No.
Walk away.
Like, when we talked about it, it just felt like a situation where he knew what was happening. Orders told him to do what he did. But no, getting the actual story that he had no idea that they were surrendering...
He never even heard their messages.
No. Dude, this cast of characters, characters and writing is what makes a great show. Like, this show visually too is unbelievable. just seeing the friggin' ships just float around in space, and then like the combat is awesome. It's like shit you never seen before. It is just really entertaining, really good shit. The story's cool. All the characters, like I just mentioned, are really awesome. And this is just the start. We're only 12 episodes into this show.
I know. So many more to go.
Wow. That was really, really, really entertaining. And it's just, it's like mind-blowing. Everyone is just so quick to act. Everyone's got their friggin' guns on a trigger, literally. Just
dude got spaced.
Yeah. It's like, don't fuck with some of these people, dude.
Honestly, especially Fred Johnson.
Yeah. Don't fuck with Amos. Don't fuck with Fred Johnson. Don't fuck with Miller. Like, these dudes ain't asking twice.
Nope.
They ain't even asking.
Nope.
Dang. But, like, Holden is definitely, like, the goody two-shoes of the group who wants to do all right because he feels responsible for everything.
Yes. Well, I feel like Alex is like that, too.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But the way Holden holds all the responsibility and wants to lead is just, like, it makes you want to really cheer for the guy and really like him.
Yes,
you know?
Absolutely.
So, this is dope. Really fun. Do you have any other thoughts?
No.
All right, y'all. Leave those comments down below. Business has picked up a lot. As always, like, subscribe, hit that bell for notifications. We'll catch y'all later. See you later. Bye.